Hi there, folks. You're watching Carry Guard Daily. I'm Grant Stinchfield. Jesse Jackson has a problem with Law and Order. Not the TV show. No, I'm talking about Law and Order, the issue. You know the issue. It's marred the very Chicago neighborhoods Jackson claims to have spent much of his life fighting for. You know the issue that's turned the Windy City into a killing field where good people are afraid to walk the streets. Oh, Jesse, you are part of the problem. A city whose liberal leaders like their citizens unarmed and vulnerable and their criminals free to walk the streets. You see, Jesse Jackson just wrote a piece attacking Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Jackson thinks Sessions is making a big mistake, rolling back Obama-era reforms that took it soft on some of the country's most hardened criminals. Jesse, those reforms do not work. Ask the people of your Chicago, the very city you call home. People like Rhonda Ezell. She's been fighting for access to firearms and training and for herself and her neighbors because, Jesse, if you haven't noticed, the people of Chicago are dying on the streets of Chicago at an alarming rate. 2016 was a record year for murder in your city. Attorney General Jeff Sessions' policy changes will lock up repeat offenders and help clean up the streets. You want to build them another program, find them all jobs, and get them a counselor. You called for it in that story that appeared in newspapers across the country, coast to coast, in fact. Jesse, that's all nice, but nice doesn't work. It's time to get back to the basics of law and order. If NRA Carry Guard had a motto, it would be, the best do basics better. The phrase is at the heart of the program. Just listen to NRA instructor Clay Herger.
Everybody walks in at some level, wherever that is, here, and we try to get them up to here. The curriculum, it starts off slow, but as you saw on the second day, it's a ton of shooting, a ton of rounds. You're manipulating that weapon over and over and over again, and you just start figuring out naturally the efficiencies of it. It's just like picking up a sport. The first time you throw a football, does it look like it does 5-6 years later? No, of course not. But just getting that repetition just makes you so much better. And it is a very good program that builds upon itself in a logical, progressive manner. If your basics are perfect all the time, perfect trigger, perfect grip, perfect manipulation, then that's what you're going to do when you're stressed out.
Thanks for watching NRA Carry Guard Daily. We'll be back at 1:30 Eastern Time tomorrow right here on NRA TV. I'm Grant Stinchfield.